Imagine you are an analyst and your manager comes to you and asks for last quarter sales report. He asks you to create a report of sales by product, by region, and by team. And he wants it to be prepared within 10 minutes and he wants it to be pretty and interactive. So what are you going to do? Are you going to struggle with Excel and Google Sheets limited feature, or you are going to use that one powerful tool which is called Power BI? The right decision would be using Power BI. Now question comes, what is Power BI? Power BI is Microsoft's business intelligence tool which turns raw data into interactive and amazing dashboards. Think of it as an Excel's younger and smarter cousin, which is loaded with a lot of features. So first of all, let me explain you the ecosystem of Power BI. So Power BI consists of these 4 amazing features, or layers you can say. And those 4 amazing features are, first would be Power Query, then Power Pivot, then Power View, and the 4th is Power BI Service. So first things first, even before you start creating visualization, the most important, time-consuming and tough part of dealing with data is data cleaning. For that, you are going to use the first and very important feature of Power BI, which is Power Query. Now, with the help of Power Query, all this cleaning and transforming data actually becomes the steps of few clicks. Power Query gives you those facilities. With the help of that, you can actually transform raw data, you can clean raw data, you can actually shape the raw data. Whether it is about removing duplicates or dealing with missing data or merging tables or whatever it is, you can actually do this with Power Query without writing complicated and long formula. You can do it in few clicks. Then comes the second and most important part of dealing with data, that is data modeling. For that, you are going to use the second feature of Power BI, which is Power Pivot. So Power Pivot is where you build relationships between tables. Now tables like your fact tables and your dimension tables, if you do not know what is fact table and dimension table, I will explain you everything in detail. It's like linking the sales data with sales table with customer table, or linking the sales table with product table or the region table. And why these relationships are important, that you will realize the importance of it when you do the complicated calculations. During that time, you'll understand how important these right set relationships are. And not just that, when you are visualizing the data, then also for interactive kind of dashboard, these relationships are very important. So that you can do with the help of Power Pivot. And then comes the most awaited view, which is Power View. So this is that layer of the Power BI where you actually create graphs, make charts. So Power BI gives you almost 20 plus built-in visuals, and it also supports a marketplace of thousands of certified custom visuals, which is easily downloadable as per your requirement. It is that platform of the Power BI where your cleaned and modeled data turns into interactive charts and maps and graphs and tables and dashboards. So it is that place where you make the magic happen, where you make the data speak. And these visualizations are not only to make the dashboard look pretty, they actually help you take decisions. They actually help you get insight from the data. This Power View actually gives you the facility of filter the data and explore the data, which it eventually helps the upper management decide what are we going to do next, what will be the insight, and the raw data and the unclean data that you had. Now that raw data is speaking, and not just speaking, it's also helping in making decisions, and it's helping the upper management to decide their next step. So you can just imagine how powerful this tool is. And then comes the fourth, last, and very important feature, that is Power BI Service. So suppose you have your visualization ready, you have your report ready. Now comes, how are you going to share with your manager or the right stakeholders or anybody you want to share, the users, the customers? Then comes Power BI service. This is actually for collaboration. So you publish the report and then your report is accessible. You can share the links with whoever you want to share. Apart from sharing, in Power BI service, you can actually schedule the refresh. So if the database that you have brought in the data from, if that database is getting updated with any kind of live data or any kind of changes which is happening in that database, and you have your schedule refresh on here, your data in the Power BI will automatically get refreshed. When your data gets refreshed, your model gets refreshed. When your model gets refreshed, your all the charts and the whatever visuals that you have used, that will automatically get refreshed without you even getting intervened in all this process. So that is the level of automation Power BI does. So now you might ask that why should I learn Power BI? Well, there are multiple reasons why you should learn Power BI. One of the most important reasons would be it is widely used tool in the market, and in the past few years it has become one of the highest demanding tool in the market. Apart from that, Power BI also has this facility to get connected. You can access the data from multiple sources, like you can get it from Excel or CSV or SQL database or cloud platforms like Azure, Salesforce. Apart from that, Power BI can also handle a larger data quite efficiently, which is third and most important part why Power BI becomes very important. Apart from that, as I told you, that you can schedule the refreshes, so every time you do not have to go back and check that is there any update in the live data. You can automatically refresh and the data and the model, everything will get refreshed. So this is a very big step for automation. This will actually reduce the human intervention, and hence it will actually reduce the time which is being consumed in going and checking is there any update in the live data and all. So that is one of the most important part. So these are the multiple reasons why you should learn Power BI. And of course, it helps you build interactive dashboards, which is not that scale is not possible to bring in Excel or Google Sheet, the kind of visuals and the kind of facility which Power BI provides. So these are the reasons I believe you all should learn Power BI if you are actually planning to come into data analyst field or any analyst field or business analyst field. It becomes one of the most important tools. So yeah, I also planned that apart from Google Sheet playlist, which we already have going on, parallelly we will start learning about Power BI. This was just an introduction of what it does, how it does, why it is important. From the next class, we'll start learning how are we going to do it. So I will suggest you have it downloaded in your system, and we are going to learn each and everything. We are going to see what are the buttons, what are the functionalities that Power BI provides, the 4 layers that I just talked about. I'm going to explain you each and everything about these 4 layers. So yeah, be ready for the upcoming sessions. They are going to be really interesting, and we are going to learn a lot of things about Power BI, which is going to make you very valuable in the market of data analysts and business analysts. So be ready, have Power BI downloaded in your system, and we are going to meet you in next session.